Welcome back, guys. My name is Mark, and this is going to be another mature skin must-haves. First off, if you have stuck with me through the entire mature skin must-have series, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, especially after that very long hiatus. One thing led to another, and I wasn't feeling like posting videos, and now we're in quarantine, and perfect time to get some videos back up. So we've gone through the majority of a skincare routine, just a good place to start. None of these are hard and fast rules. They're just, if you're looking for a place to start and work through some of those more complex skin needs, that's been my goal for this series, is just to give you a place to start and you can build from there. But if you work through these steps, it should be a good place to get you an idea of what your skin is looking for and what may or may not work for your skin, or what really works for your skin. So that's been my goal. I hope it's helping. This last video, or maybe second to last video, is going to be about retinol. And I know that can be scary for some people, but you've certainly heard about it. Retinol is a vitamin A derivative. It's it is the gold standard for skincare. I say skincare, not just anti-aging, because it helps regulate the cells of your skin, which means that it helps with dark spots. It helps to even them out and minimize hyperpigmentation. It helps to minimize irritation later on because it helps to thicken the actual dermal layer of skin and thin out that dull, dead layer of skin on the surface. Along with that, it's going to help regulate oil production. It's going to help with acne because it's actually an anti-acne molecule, so it will help prevent the bacteria that grows, as well as regulating that sebum production so that it's thinner and a little bit easier to get out of your pores as opposed to getting clogged and gunged up. Probably the most beneficial, the most exciting piece of it for an anti-aging regimen is that it ups the cell proliferation. So it's the cell turnover, it's shortened. As you get older, like with so many other things, your cell turnover gets longer and longer, so the cells stick around for longer, so that means they have more chance to just not look as bouncy and youthful and not act as happy and act as skin should. So when you regulate those cells a little bit better with retinol or vitamin A or tretinoin or any level of that vitamin A derivative, you get a shorter cell turnover. So it pushes all the youthful cells to the surface. Now that's where you get those scary stories about sensitivity and redness, peeling, all that stuff, is because it's actually pushing through all the layers of older cells and dead cells. It's pushing them off a little bit faster, so you get this quick turnover of dead skin cells coming to the surface and peeling off, a little bit of sensitivity, because it's more youthful cells that are sitting at the surface as opposed to older cells that are kind of buffered by dead skin cells. All that is to say that fine lines and wrinkles diminish pretty quickly and will continue to, because it helps build collagen when you use retinol. But it also just pushes those youthful cells to the surface, so you have happier, bouncier, more youthful cells visible to the outside world. So first things first, you always want to wear an SPF 30 or greater. I say an SPF 50 every single day, whether you're in quarantine inside or going outside. You want to wear an SPF 50 because those youthful cells are going to be sitting at the surface and they're a little bit more sensitive to sun. Also, during the retinization period, your skin is just going to be more sensitive. So, with all that said, let's talk about a couple of my favorites. First off, I have a tiny little travel size of this because I probably won't use it and I'm not big on wasting. It's Paula's Choice Resist line, and it is the Barrier Repair Moisturizer with retinol. This is I believe they say it's about a 0.1% retinol. This one is just a light lotion texture. There we go. Just a light lotion texture. It has ceramides in it, it has emollients in it, it has those skin reparative ingredients in it that are going to help you along through this retinol journey. it is a pretty, I don't want to say low grade, but it is a very lightweight, low percentage of retinol in the grand scheme of things. So it's a good place for most people to start off. Retinol should only be used at nighttime. There are some brands out there that say that their formula is stable for daytime. Just, yeah. To make it simple, only use your retinol at nighttime, because that means you can use your vitamin C serum and that kind of active during daytime, because you don't really want to have them on your skin at the same time. So separate them by a few hours. So this one's a great place to start. It's a nice, well-rounded night cream, so you can kind of count on cleanse, tone, and then doing this and going to bed, which makes it very simple. It's very hygienic because it does have a airless pump system. Yeah, so that one is Paula's Choice. Another one, if you have sturdier skin, or have tried retinols, maybe after you've used like a Paula's Choice for one bottle, like a full-size bottle, once you've gotten through that, your skin should have a little bit more tolerance and be more acclimated to retinol. So I would say if you want to go for an amazing, like the Rolls Royce of retinol night creams, SkinBetter Science. Now this one is pretty much only available, it is only available by professional sales, so like your dermatologist, med spa, esthetician, that kind of thing. It's not a prescription product. It still does use a type of retinol. This is an amazing blend of antioxidants and skin reparative ingredients. It's got niacinamide in it. It's got your retinol in it. The retinol that's in it is really, really cool. It's where SkinBetter Science shines, is they have these innovative ingredients and formulations because they have a huge R&D department. What they do is they take a retinol molecule and they bind it with a lactic acid molecule. So you get your alpha hydroxy acid to lift away the dead skin cells. That helps with the whole process of retinol upping your cell turnover. So they bind them together, which means that it's more lipid soluble, so it gets deeper into the skin and diminish some of the skin sensitivity you can get from retinol. That, on top of it just being an amazing formulation, yeah, if you have some money to spend, it is definitely a pricey item, but I would say that it's sort of the Paula's Choice on steroids, and it cuts out so many steps because it does your alpha hydroxy, it's got your niacinamide, it's got your antioxidants, it's got your barrier repairs in it. It's just kind of your all-in-one. So if you want really simple, this is another option because you can cut out so many of those steps. You can cleanse, tone, do this. You don't have to do any exfoliators in the daytime. You can just use this at nighttime. It is pricier, but if you look at all of the ingredients and steps that you can cut out, it might turn out to be kind of on par with what you'd be spending on multiple products. Last but not least, if you are going to go hardcore, if you've had retinol before, if you've used a couple bottles of this guy and you want to go crazy and step it up a little bit, you can go for prescription strength. Now, the easiest way that I have found is Curology. It is a virtual dermatologist, so they're real licensed board certified dermatologists that prescribe a custom blend of any number of ingredients, but the biggest thing for anti-aging is tretinoin, which is truly the gold standard of vitamin A derivatives. It's all trans retinoic acid, which means that it goes to work on your skin right away, versus something that's retinol or any of the retinol derivatives. It has to go through a number of conversions in your skin, so your skin has to work with it before it's actually active. So it just makes it a little bit more potent, makes it work a little bit faster and a little more aggressively, but it also has the highest risk of irritation. So you don't want to use it unless your skin is very, very sturdy or you've used retinol for quite some time. And the great part about Curology is your dermatologist will look at pictures of you and step you up as it's appropriate. And it's pretty inexpensive for what it is. It's about 30 bucks every 2 months, and you get a 1 ounce, beautifully packaged, personalized cream. So that's another option. There are lots of other options out there, but those are just 3 quick, easy options for kind of introductory to moderate to expert level retinol usage. If you have questions, leave them in the comments down below. I will probably do one more in this series, but thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.